Happy Hum Day, everyone. Thank you for joining me for our weekly Wednesday Facebook Live session. So let's make sure that everything is connected so I can see some eyeballs. Yes. Okay. So, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Mayo Silvers. I am the owner of M2 Hospitality, a multiple six-figure profit event planning company. I'm also the event mentor and coach for events for anyone, where we provide a mentorship program called the Unstoppable Eventrepreneur to help event planners like you to start and grow your event planning company into a six-figure profit business. If you're joining me on Instagram, say hi. I see quite a few of you here already. Hey, Renee. And I know Jimmy Share is here. Okay, and then if you are joining me on Facebook, please say hi. You know, Facebook has been getting a little bit of a lag because it takes a while for me to see the eyeball that somebody is actually on Facebook. So my team members, if you are on Facebook, make sure that you say hi so I know that Facebook is streaming. And we also are streaming into YouTube and also LinkedIn. So my followers on YouTube and LinkedIn, hello. Today, we are going to talk about, I think, a topic that is long overdue. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because nobody's talking about this. So today, I want to talk about the topic of what it really means to own a business and what it takes to own a business and a successful business. Okay, I make a joke that there are so many people out there who want to be an entrepreneur, which is what I call the wanderpreneurs. Okay, they have this dream that they want to own their own business, and because they perceive that once they own their own business, they will have the freedom that they crave for, freedom lifestyle, freedom of financial. So, which all these are true. Okay, all these are true. And unfortunately, the social media has broadcast a perception that owning a business is great, which is not far from truth. Owning business is great, but I haven't seen many who actually talk about what it takes. Okay, they tell you what to do to run a business, but there's not many people out there who actually tells you what it takes to have a successful business and to run a successful business in the most sustainable way. So what I hear all the time is, okay, you know what? I need you to do me a favor. For those of you who's watching me on Instagram, and if you're inside my Facebook group, do me a big favor and please try to write a comment inside Facebook so I know that it's actually streaming over there. So we are going, what people always say about, okay, if you want to start a business, the advice that a lot of people give out there, business coaches, is the advice that they give out is when you want to start your own business, you always want to ask yourself, what do you love to do? Right? Even I teach that. What do you love to do? That's why we have our our Passion to Profit bootcamp, Passion to Profit workshop. We want to determine, what do you love to do? So once you determine what you love to do, we try to make a business out of it. Correct? You already determine what you love to do. So you can imagine yourself doing that thing day in, day out, day in, day out. But the problem here is not many people are telling you that doing what you love day in, day out is not business. That is not business. That's just giving you the fulfillment to do what you love day in, day out. What they fail to tell you is, in order to make a business out of it, you got to love business as well. In fact, you have to love business so much more than you love your passion. Now, as you become more established in your business, That means you're bringing revenue, you're a profitable business. You may not need to continue to love the business perspective of running a business, because now you have the financial to hire the people to run the business. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few examples, and I'm pretty sure this is one of the reasons why many businesses fail, because nobody told them this. Nobody told them that when you try to start a business, honoring your passion, in this case, planning events, decorating events, designing events, I think they miss out the very important information that in order for you to have the opportunity to do what you love every day, which is planning events, designing events, decorating events, you have to go find that opportunity. That means you have to go find clients. Okay? Best kept secret, Felicia. Nobody tells you much. Yeah, that's a blanket statement for sure. Okay? And they forgot to tell you that you have to go create that opportunity where you can turn your passion into profit, where you can actually be in your zone of genius, that you can do what you love every day: design, plan, decorate events. They forgot the part that you need to first have a business, to go build that business, so that the business will give you the opportunity to do what you love. All right? Or they basically told you that, but they just glossed through it. Until very recently, somebody said this to me, and it just lit up the light bulb. Okay? I have known this all along, and I have done this all along, but I don't think that it's clearly communicated to new entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs or people who's thinking about to start a business, which is, you have to ask yourself, do you know anything about business? And do you like anything about business? Okay? Do you know anything about business? Do you like anything about business? If your answer is, I don't know anything about business, but I don't think I like anything about business, I just want to plan events, I just want to do events, I just want to decorate events. So the next question to ask is, maybe you should talk to people who owns a business. Okay, talk to other business owners. What does it mean to own a business? What does it mean to run a business? So that you can create the opportunity to do what you really love. And this is not something that people tell you, right? Or they probably asked you to go talk to other people, right? So those of you who have the initiative say, oh, you know what? Let me go talk to other business owners, okay? Other business owners. So in the events field, this is something that needs to be corrected ASAP. When these people say that, oh yeah, I have my own event planning business, I'm going to challenge you. What does owning a business means? Okay? What does business means? When you have a business, that means it is an entity that has money transaction. Okay? There's money transaction. People are paying you to do something for them in exchange of service. And it should be a regular basis that you are making money, okay, to live, to sustain a lifestyle. That's business. Registering your company is not having a business. When someone starts paying you, especially on a regular basis, that you are being paid to do a job, okay? It could be a side hustle. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a full-time, okay? That you are doing something in the business to be paid for your service, and then you can be in your zone of genius of doing what you love. They are paying you for your zone of genius. So that's a business. Being registered with the state, having a website, okay, but you're not doing any money transaction, nobody's paying you for your services, you don't really have a business. You're trying to have a business if you are trying to get opportunities for people to pay you, right? So somebody wrote, right, Felicia, actually on Instagram, hey, do me a favor, okay? Go into the Facebook group and tell me if I'm live in there, because it's very rare that I'm not seeing anybody on Facebook, or they are here, but they're not commenting. So it says, once you ask the question, what does it take to build a business? The floodgates of information pour out. And then you have to take a first step and ask and be willing to receive the raw answers, right? So if you were to ask me, okay, May, what I want to start an event planning business, okay? So I want to turn my passion into profit, because I am going to, I know that I have this passion and people say that I'm so good at this, I should start charging money. Okay, then you come and ask me, I think I want to start a business. And I'm going to ask you back this question. Do you know what it takes to build a business? Do you know what it means to have a business? And your answer is no. And I'm going to tell you, first and foremost, if for whatever reason you have spoken to somebody, or in fact me, and I tell you that what it takes to build a business, to have a business, and your gut tells you that, I'm not so sure I like that. I don't think so. I don't think I like the business aspect of a business, doing the business. I don't think I like that. Then I will tell you that entrepreneurship is not for you. But if your answer is, I don't know, I don't know if I like it or not, and my answer to you is, give it a shot. Give it a shot, because you won't know until you do it. It's very simple. You won't know until you do it. But if you don't equip yourself with the answer, okay, and then you get into starting a business, and then you get blindsided that, all day long, I am just doing all these things that I don't like, and I never even get a chance to do what I said I love to do and why I even start a business. Then you get discouraged, okay? So if you were to ask me, what are the skill set that is required to the actual skill set? I'm not even going to talk about mindset, okay? This is not a mindset session. This is talking about the actual skill set, okay? What do you need to start a business and run a business? I want you to pay close attention and then ask yourself, can you see yourself doing this? The reason why I say that is, when we did our workshop 2 weeks ago, okay, I talked a lot about the mindset required to run a business and to own a business, okay? A lot of mindset required. And because of me telling the truth, and I will continue to be the truth teller, many people hesitate. Many people hesitate to take the leap of faith to learn how to build a business, okay? Or some actually decide that they want to do it on their own because they don't want to feel that there will be a loss of investment if they pay to learn from someone. So if they were to do it on their own, then there's no loss in their mind, okay? So, which is great. I achieved my goal, which is to tell you what it takes to run a business. I talk about the mindset. I also talk about the strategy. So today, I want to talk about what is the actual skills that you need. And I want to give you the ending of this before I dive into the details. Why is it important for me to tell you the ending first? Okay? Because you may resonate with that. So when I had a few conversations with some of the people in the workshop, they had a call with me, and I asked them, what do you envision yourself doing every day when you have the business? What do you envision yourself doing every day? And they tell me, oh, I envision myself talking, designing an event, planning an event, and basically decorating an event and seeing the happy face of the client who hired me to do the job. I said, you envision yourself doing that every single day, correct? She said, these people, they said, yes, that's what I love to do. That's what I want to do. And when I asked, where do you think these people are coming from? Right? Where do you think these clients are coming from? And they said, well, I don't know. I said, well, the news is you have to go find them. You have to go do all this marketing to go find them. And then you have to talk to them. And then you have to tell them what you do. And then after that, you have to come up with the pricing of your services. And then after that, you have to close them. And then you have to draft a contract. And then after that, you execute the event, right? It's a constant cycle. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't like that. I don't like doing sales. No, that's not my thing. Okay. Oh, no. All those legal paperwork, that's not my thing. Oh, I'm bad at numbers. I don't like doing numbers at all. Okay. Numbers give me the headache. No, I don't want to get on social media. Oh my God. No. All I want to do is just to plan the event and to design the event and decorate the event. So I said, well, I think you should just get a job where they will hire you for your talent, and so that you can do that every single day. Because all you need to do is to plan, to design, and to decorate. Entrepreneurship is not for you. What do you mean? I love what I do. Of course I can have a business. Well, you just told me the one thing that is going to make or break the business is you don't want to sell. You don't want to sell. And on top of that, you say you're not good with numbers. You don't want to deal with numbers, okay? And you're not good at selling, and you don't want to deal with paperwork. I don't want to deal with all this like having to automate, learning all the systems and the process, right? And no, and you know what? I don't want to deal with staffing. Okay, I want to do everything myself. Okay, let me tell you. There are many ways to build a business. Okay, many ways to build a business. So what I just said to you, does it resonate with you? Does it make sense? Okay, so a lot of the people out there are in love with the idea of owning a business, but absolutely despise what they need to do to build a business. Okay, in order to be successful in what you do for your business, in order to own a very successful business, you must love business. You, especially at the early stage of building your business, where you are strapped on funds, where you have to do everything yourself. Okay? So, even better, this conversations I had with other people. No, I don't want to do anything about the business. I just want to design and decorate or plan. I don't want to do anything else. Then they asked me, is that possible? Can I still have a business? Absolutely. You can absolutely still have a business. There's still hope. Okay? There's still hope. But you must either find a business partner or hire people, okay, to build the business, to run the business. You have to have somebody who's able to understand the books, the numbers. So the skills you need is you got to know how to read the numbers. You got to know how to balance your spreadsheet. You got to know how much money is coming in and how much money is going out. So you got to know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers, hopefully you'll find a bookkeeper or someone or your accountant or a fractional CFO who's able to run that side of the business for you. You don't like sales? No problem. Hire a salesperson. Hire somebody who likes to do sales. And then all you need to do is show them what you like to do, and then they'll be able to sell your genius. So they go get sales for you. So hire a salesperson. You don't like social media? No problem. Let's hire a social media manager. The social media person All they need to do is to ask you, hey, what do you want to showcase about your business this week, right? What do you want to talk about? And then you tell this person, and then this person will create the graphic and everything else for you. And then you don't have to do anything. What about the contracts? Okay, you have the contracts, right? You need to draft the contracts. So you don't want to even deal with paperwork. No problem. Let's hire an attorney. Okay, go find your attorney and tell your attorney that this is the service that I want to provide. Draft me a contract, and then I can just use the contract for every single one of my client. Okay, you don't like to do the day-to-day operation of the business, which is responding to leads, which is selling, which is closing the lead, which is sending them the contract, which is collecting the payment. No problem. Hire a chief operating officer. Okay? So the chief operating officer is going to be like your operations director. So, or executive assistant. Okay, whatever you want to call this person. So this person is going to do all the admin work and basically oversee all the individual people that you have hired to run the business. Okay, it's 100% possible. Okay, 100% possible. So unless you have deep pockets when you first starting your business, then you can hire all these people, and all you do is show up and do what you love. I have seen that happen. Okay, I've seen that happen. As long as you can articulate your vision, your mission, how you want the business to grow, and when you have the people to find the right people to do all these things, no problem. But how many of us, what's the percentage of us who actually have that kind of resources that we don't have to do anything to start a business? We just hire everybody. Okay? And the truth is, even when you hire somebody to do the job, you will still have to, that's what we always say, you delegate, but you verify. Until that person is versed in that role and live up to your expectation, then you can let go. So the unfortunate truth is, you got to at least, you don't have to love every single component of what it takes to build a business, but you got to at least tolerate it. Okay, you got to at least tolerate it well enough that you can do it on your own at the beginning stage of your business. That's just the truth. And this is something that nobody are saying it in your face to tell you that want to own a business, you've got to be able to tolerate that. And the best way to tolerate it is, especially when you don't know how to do all these things and you have to wear all these hats, the best way to tolerate it is to learn it from somebody who can teach you exactly what to do, instead of trying to figure it out yourself. When you try to figure it out yourself, what happens, especially when it's not your zone of genius? When you try to figure out yourself, you YouTube this, you listen to other people tell you what to do, you do a ton of research, and everybody tell you a different thing. What do? You get frustrated, and then you don't know who to follow. So it's like the blind leading the blind, or you don't know which cat to copy. So you want to copy cat, you got to find the right cat to copy, right? So what happened? So you get overwhelmed, you are even more lost than you first started, and then you give up. You give up your dream. You have the dream to turn your passion into profit, but the nuance of running the business is holding you back. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way. There's a way to do it. So you just have to understand that when you want to build a business, it's not just, only want to do what I love to do. One way to be able to do that from the get-go is have a deep pocket and hire all the individual key person in your company so that they can run the business for you. Okay? Or the other way, which is majority of us, is you got to know enough of each of the component so you can proficiently run the business and get the clients, and then have the funds to grow the team or hire people to do those jobs. So what are the basic skills you need when you build a business? Okay, number one, again, I'm not talking about mindset here, okay, because we can spend God knows how many sessions talking about the right mindset and stuff like that. We're talking about key skills. You got to know how to read numbers. Very simple. You got to know how much you charge, okay, how much you charge minus off your cost. You got to have a profit. All right, you got to know your numbers, number one. Number two, you got to know how to build your pipeline, which is sales, which is what I said in our workshop, okay, our bootcamp 2 weeks ago. You got to know how to hunt. Where are you getting your next lead? Where are you getting your next client? You got to know. You got to know how to sell. You got to be able to skillfully articulate what you sell and who you want to work with. Okay, otherwise you'll be attracting the wrong people. And what is worse than attracting the wrong people? Attracting the wrong people. Okay, attracting the wrong people will drive you crazy and will run your business into bankruptcy. So you got to know how to sell. Okay, and I'm not even talking about the sales mindset. You got to be comfortable in what you're selling. Okay, so better find a service that you can sell comfortably and confidently. You have to at least know how to read legal contracts. Okay, you got to know how to read legal paperwork. When you are registering your company, you got to make sure that you know what you're registering your company as. You got to be on top of all your paperwork, because if you don't when you don't renew, okay, when you don't renew your company in reality is illegal to conduct business. So you have to be diligent in all your paperwork. Okay, do I say that you have to be a master of all this? No, I did not. I say that you got to be at least proficient. You got to at least know what you're doing so that your business is legit, so you know what offers you want to offer, so that you know, of course, how to price, okay, so that you know who to sell it to and how to sell it, and then how to balance your books. Because the in-between, which is after you sold the service, is no problem, because that's your zone of genius. You're able to execute all that, right? So these are the key fundamental skills, right? And then you got to know, of course, how to deal with people, okay? Because we are in a service industry. You got to learn how to deal with people, the different personalities, how to handle conflicts, how to be professional, right? How to multitask, a lot of things. As an entrepreneur, especially when you're first starting a business, you got to wear so many hats. You got to multitask, right? There's so many things that you have to be aware of. Now, is it impossible? Of course not, because there's so many successful business owners out there. The reason why they're successful is because two things. Number one, they do not resist doing the business aspect of business. They do not resist. They do not have to love, but they don't resist. Okay? They make an effort to do that, especially when they're first starting and they wear the hat. All the hats. They don't resist, but they are able to tolerate the business perspective. Those who excel really well in their business, they love what they do in a sense of the service that they are delivering, but they love business as much. They love to be challenged, okay? They like the business perspective. They love to be able to think, how can I sell better? How can I structure my company in a more cost-efficient way? How can I project my sales? How much money are we going to make this year? And how are we going to get there? The strategies, okay? They like all this thinking, nothing to do with actually the deliverance of your service. They like the whole business perspective, and that's what I love, okay? And that's why I have two very successful six-figure profit business. So you have to ask yourself, if you are not in the same camp as me, but you want to have a business, can you tolerate at least the business part of the business, and then get to a point that you can hire all the other people to do all the other things that you don't like? This is the part that nobody talks about. They glimpse here and there, they talk about it here and there. Oh, you got to be good in sales. This is how I'm going to teach you how to make sales. I have not found someone except one person that I learned from, okay, who tells you the whole component and deliver it in a way that people can understand. So hopefully in today's session, you're able to get a clear idea what it takes to build a business, number one, and what it takes to build a successful business. Okay, again, not about the mindset, more about the skills needed. Okay, so if you resonate with this and you're watching this on replay, just hit replay. Just give me a thumbs up, give me a love, show me something that you're able to understand, because I do not want to discourage you from becoming an entrepreneur or eventrepreneur in this case. But I want you to know that there are things that you need to be aware of when you decide to start a business and how to meander around those obstacles. Okay? So I have something very exciting to share as well. Next Thursday, February 2nd, we are going to have a baby workshop, okay, a mini workshop, which is going to be at least 30 to 45 minutes only, one day, 8 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. I'm going to share with you the 5 tips to do, 5 tips you can apply when pricing your services, okay? 5 tips you can apply when pricing your services. And if you join live, there are some stuff that we're giving away for free, okay? And there will also be some irresistible offers and no-brainer offers that I have not presented before. This is the very first time I'm presenting those offers. It is irresistible and it is no-brainer. So, and if you join me live, you have added live bonus. So if you want to sign up for that free pricing class, which is 5 tips that you can implement when doing your pricing, next Thursday, February 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, comment register, or also send a DM to your concierge so that they will be able to register you. All right. Thank you so much for your time today. Hopefully I have served my purpose in educating you in what you need to do before you go into business. And once you're in business, what you need to do in order to have a successful business. Talk to all of you next week. Clients inside my mentorship program, we're hopping onto Zoom now. This is our month-end accountability call. So we're going to check into your check-in sheet. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.